Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about... storylines. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workman-like in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer. Exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive. Stop them on the first drive defensively.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed, but as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that, but even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in a victory over Arizona.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 97 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He was brought down at the 10-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. And it's caught. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown. Will Dissly, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Back to throw. Washington. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, Washington. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
But after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, Seahawks.
Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up to throw. This is the tight end fan. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. It's caught, Lockett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete to Bill Disley. A gain of 11.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. Escapes the sack. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it is now 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return is Brandon Powell. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on what.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for L.A. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
2nd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. And look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Washington. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. On 3rd and 2, Washington. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And that one so far deadlocked at 17 in the 2nd quarter. From there, let's get over to the Rockies and check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd down, back to Henderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping on.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. He's coming.
Running left is Henderson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side with Henderson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Washington. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Washington going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Looking to throw. Washington. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off play action. Washington. That's taken in by Henderson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick it up 6. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Run the game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
You got 3.
Operating from the gun. Washington. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Washington. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards.
To throw on 3rd down. Washington. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Second and 15. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. He'll drop to throw. Short throw to Disley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Ready. Black. 95. Hut. Go. Watch the curl. Hut.
Right back to him on first down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Washington. And he fires one incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favorite routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he stays up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now this one complete on the slant route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. It's now 3rd down and goal.
Looking to throw. Washington. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with the score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start with the option. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23.
A run now with a tight end Fant. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 7. And the Seahawks 1st down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at those just to make sure. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he'll give it here to his running back. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd